Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard the LakePoint Kids aircraft. I'm your pilot, Miss Rachel, and I'm happy to have you flying with us today. Please fasten your seatbelts and get ready for takeoff.
Surprise! Hey friends, it's me. I thought I would pretend to take a little trip across the world. I want to see some new things. Are you ready? All right, let me just get this plane up in the air. Wow, look at the view up here. It's amazing to be up so high in the clouds. They're so big and fluffy. Everything looks so tiny down below. You know, even though we are up in an airplane and way up high, God is still with us. And God will be with us wherever we get. And God will be with us when we get to our destination. Speaking of that, we still have a long, long ways to fly. So why don't you close your eyes and take a little nap? I'll wake you up when we're there.
Attention passengers, our flight is just about wrapping up. Please stay seated as we prepare to land in Africa.
Africa is a far ways away from home, but don't worry, God is still with us here. No matter where we are and where we fly to, God is with us. Well, now that we're in Africa, let's look at our windows to see some of the sights. Wow, here's one of my favorite animals, the zebra. Here's a question for you. Are zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? The answer is that zebras are actually black with white stripes. Now this tree here has a funny name. It's called a sausage tree. But those aren't actually sausages hanging from the branches. They're a type of fruit that looks like sausages. These fruits are enjoyed very much by animals such as elephants, hippos, and baboons. And now we've come across the mightiest of all animals in Africa, the lion. Lions are not only big, but they're super fast. They can jump super far. They have great eyesight and a huge roar. But as amazing as they are, they can't break into an airplane, so don't worry. We are safe in here, friends. You know, there's a story in the Bible that has some lions in it. Let's put our seatbelts back on and fly back to the clubhouse to learn more about that. Get ready for takeoff.
Ho, ho! You know what time it is?
It's time to hear a story full of wonder. There's so much fun we'll have learning together. So let's go down to the clubhouse with Ollie and his friends. Let's go down to the clubhouse where wonder never ends at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you at the Wonder Clubhouse. Meet with you.
Shh. Hey friends, I'm Danny. Do you like my pretend airport? I'm pretending these planes are taking off and landing and going to a bunch of different places around the world. Have you ever seen an airplane fly high in the sky? Me too. I like to imagine where they're going. Let's pretend this plane is delivering packages to Nebraska. Meow. Shh. How about this one? Let's pretend this one is taking a grandma to visit her grandkids. Meow. Shh. This airplane has a banner, so it can fly with a special message in the air.
Ho, ho!
It's Ollie!
Hello, Danny. Ho, ho! Flying toy airplanes, are you?
Hi, Ollie. I'm pretending these airplanes are flying all over the sky.
Flying an airplane can be fun. It's true. I know someone who is always with you. Listen to this story. Just follow me through.
Follow me through, who? Ollie's got a Bible story for me and you.
Oh, hello, friends. I'm Justin the mailman. My mailbag is so full that it won't shut today. That reminds me of something in our Bible story that needs to be closed, too. Let's put our story mail in the mailbox. Today's true story from the Bible begins with a man named Daniel. Daniel loved God. Daniel prayed and talked to God 3 times a day. Can you count to 3 with me? 1, 2, 3. When Daniel prayed, he went to his room to talk to God. Well, we can pray and talk to God anywhere. Can you talk to God in your home? Can you talk to God on the playground? Those are great places. We can talk to God anywhere. Daniel had an important job working for the king. Because Daniel did such a great job, the king wanted to put Daniel in charge of the whole kingdom. Now, this was a good thing for Daniel, but there were other people who worked for the king who did not want Daniel to be in charge. So they did something very sneaky. They tricked the king into creating a new law that said no one could pray to God anymore. What do you think Daniel did? That's right. Daniel did what he had always done. He went to his room and prayed to God and asked for help. When the people saw Daniel praying to God, they ran and told the king. Even though the king really liked Daniel, he had to do what the law said. That means Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. Well, let's think about it. God was with Daniel at his job. God was with Daniel when he prayed in his room. So guess who was with Daniel in the lion's den? You're right, God. God was with Daniel in the lion's den. The king told Daniel, I hope the God you pray to keeps you safe. Because God was with Daniel, something amazing happened. God sent an angel to close the lions' mouths. Make a lion's mouth with me like this. Now close it. Yay! God was with Daniel, and God kept Daniel safe. The next day, the king ran to see if Daniel was safe. And he was. The king was so happy that God was with Daniel and kept him safe. God was always with Daniel, and God is always with you too. So if God is always with you, is God with you when you're eating dinner? Yes, God is always with you. Is God with you when you go outside? Yes, God is always with you. Is God with you when you go to sleep at night? Yes, God is always with you. Oh, hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who is always with you? God is always with me. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who is always with you? God is always with me. That's the truth, friends. I'll see you next time. Bye. So there's your story, and it's all true. God is always with me, and God is always with you too.
Thanks, Ollie.
Goodbye to you. Hoo, hoo.
Wow, God was always with Daniel, and God is always with me too. I think I got the story. Did you get it? If you did, say got it. Get it? Got it! Good. Oh, I'm gonna write God is always with me on this airplane banner so everyone can see it when it flies. See you next time. Bye!
God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9.
Daniel loved God. He prayed to God 3 times a day. He knew God was always with him. Daniel worked for the king and he did a really good job. The king wanted to put Daniel in charge of the entire kingdom. But some other people who worked for the king did not like that. They decided to trick the king into making a law that would get Daniel in trouble. The king made a law that said no one was allowed to pray to God. That's terrible. Daniel knew that it was wrong, and so he kept praying to God and he asked God for help. Soon, the king heard about this, and even though he didn't want to, he had to throw Daniel into a den of lions. Oh no! But God was still with Daniel in the lion's den. He made sure Daniel was safe by sending an angel to close the mouths of the lions. The king was so excited to hear that God had kept Daniel safe. Friends, just like God was always with Daniel, God is always with you too. No matter where you are, at the beach, in a store, or playing in your backyard, God is always with you. What fabulous news! Today, friends, I want you to pretend to be a pilot and fly around the house or yard. As you do, repeat those very important words from our story today, that God is always with us. Parents, now's the time to either scan the QR code on the screen or head on over to the LakePoint app to fill out our online connection card. Signing our guest book lets us know who's watching and helps us stay connected too. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So friends, while your parents are busy doing that, why don't you look up in the sky and try to find an airplane, or a helicopter, or even a flying bird. As well, feel free to enjoy our earlier LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Friends, I'm so glad you tuned in today. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, God is always with us.